Welcome to the Pit Crew. I'm Camille, your attending, and I have my residents with me.
I'm Mal.
And I'm Robert.
And today we are going to recap season 1. We're going to read some emails from listeners.
Today the shift is over and we are sitting in the park enjoying a beer.
Absolutely. Well, damn, I just have a hot cup of tea.
I have a bottle of water. Hydration is key.
Ooh.
I have nothing.
Dehydrated, crusty ass bitch.
Remember, kids, drink your water. It is hydration.
Don't drink too much. You'll drown. Do you guys remember that, competition? This woman was trying to win, a PlayStation or something for her sons, and it was, a water drinking competition, and she literally drowned from inside. Do you remember that? It was a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mainly remember when Gatorade ran their shtick, and they're like, hey, if you drink a bajillion Gatorades, you'll be so hydrated, and that'll be good. And then what happens is you can actually overhydrate and not feel good no more.
You can overhydrate because of osmosis. Your cells will burst.
Osmosis Jones?
Yes.
He busting cells out here?
Uh-huh. Well, because water travels from areas of high concentration to areas of lower concentration. So if you end up with more water outside your cells than is inside your cells, then the water will go inside your cells and your cells will start to die.
Yo, we busting?
Busting cells?
Oh, Lord. We used to sleep with a bottle of Gatorade at the side of the bed, for when you woke up at night and you were thirsty. And also because, my mom would sit there on the end of the bed on the edge of the bed while we fell asleep. And if we were ever but I'm thirsty, she's like, cool, I have Gatorade right here. So you can't get out of bed. Oh. Do we have a patient to present? Patient presents with exhaustion.
The shift is over. We are having a beer in the park. Take off those prosthetic legs. Stay a while.
That was Sean Hattasey, I'm sorry, but that was the worst, acting I have no limb, rubbing, but not actually rubbing because it's just CGI and I do actually have a leg. It was so not believable.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
They couldn't have found somebody's actual stump for him to rub.
I know. I can't believe they didn't method and just chop it off.
Stump rubbing in the park.
I'm sorry.
After dark.
This is a serious podcast.
It's a wrap-up episode. It's a stump rubbing in the park after dark.
Is that what our patient's presenting with?
Title. I was gonna say exhaustion.
Yeah, that too.
Exhaustion.
Honestly, I think there's a lot of exhaustion happening here for us as well, and that's where this is all coming from.
Yeah, patient presents with burnout.
Anybody else just have a week last week? Because I had a week.
I've had like a decade.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. I would like for everything to not be happening all the time.
Ever since I became an adult TM, when the magical clock struck 18, it's just been all downhill, and then uphill, and then downhill, and then uphill, and that's life.
Real.
Yep. Do you guys have any post-season thoughts?
The Pit good.
Do you have any opinions that changed, as you watched it again and really sat and, focused in on it?
I felt like I was developing opinions for the first time, watching it this time. Because, I don't know, I felt like when I was first watching it, I was like, yeah, silly, fun medical show. And then actually sitting down to unpack all the episodes, I'm like, I don't know, I have a deeper appreciation for all of it.
Yeah.
I definitely, mainly because Noah Wiley's activism outside of the show, I have gained more respect for the people who work in the hospital, more so than I originally had. So, the last medical thing I had was my finger, and I went to the urgent care for that, but I was very polite and respectful to everyone there. I'm like, you guys are doing so much fucking work for dumbasses like me who hit their finger with a hammer.
I think we've all had bad experiences with healthcare providers as well as good ones. But I think that, thankfully for me, the good has outweighed the bad. But years ago, I had an MRI, and the nurse that was prepping me and placing the IV, they had this moment of I'm a white and you're a white, so I'm going to say something racist. And they did. And I was so horrified. And I reported it after I left, but I was just like, oh my God. Like, what about my face other than the whiteness made you think you could say that to me?
You're looking really white there.
I know. So, did you guys like change your opinions on any characters or anything like that?
I hated Langdon less. I'm not a Langdon apologist, but I forgive him more than I did when I was first watching this.
I think there's a lot more nuance to his character than like people online like to act like.
Yeah,
And
there is.
I also think that people online, like, we have this habit of like it's black and white. Everything is black and white. And I'm like, and this is why so many of us hate each other. But
Yeah.
you know.
Well, yeah, that's so true of everything. There is nuance everywhere in everything, and very rarely is something completely black and white. Like, there's always gray area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there absolutely is. And with Langdon especially, for me, I have about the same opinion as I did at the beginning of the season as I do at the end, which is I think Langdon is kind of low-key an asshole, but also he's an asshole who needs help.
Well, yes.
I also think he might be the funniest character. He has a lot of quips that make me laugh, and the ADHD joke really gets me.
So, like I said before, that like I relate to Langdon a lot. And then I was watching, if you don't know me and you want to know what I'm like as a person, go watch the movie Bride Wars, because I love that movie. And I am just like Liv, who is, oh my God, what's her name? Is it Kate Hudson? No.
Probably.
Kate Hudson.
Hold on.
I'm holding on to what? My britches, my seat, my horse? What am I holding on to?
Hold your horses. Hold them.
Yeah, Kate Hudson. So Kate Hudson's character in Bride Wars, like, that is me. I was watching it with one of my oldest friends, and I was like, I am so much like her in that, like, she just buys gifts for her friends. She's very thoughtful. She does what she can if her friends can't do it for themselves, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but don't think that I'm tooting my own horn, because I'm absolutely a bitch in the exact same way that she is. Like, if I've got something to say, I'm going to say it. And so.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm also like, I'm a good person. And so the thing is, because I'm hyper aware of like the sexism in judging Santos versus Langdon because they're so similar. But the difference to me is that I don't really see Langdon bullying people. Like, obviously, he and Santos don't do well together, but Santos is like straight up. And you can be like, oh, but that's just her personality. And I'm like, okay, but she's still being a bully. You don't think she's a bully?
I mean, I think with being a bully, there is more of a power imbalance.
Plus, Mal. Mal likes when a woman's a little mean to her.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I think, I don't know.
I'm not even thinking about bully in a professional setting. I'm just thinking bully in even like a school setting. And there's no power imbalance there. You can be awful to someone and just be, you can spread rumors, you can, and so like she still just rings too much. Like, I hate her less for sure, but she still just rings as like a bully. Like, there's too much of that for me, who was like traumatized by bullies, to like her as a character,
That's fair.
Well, I like her as a character. She's got spunk.
I like when women are a little bit mean. Oh my God. The lesbian is leaving.
The lesbian was too stunned.
Don't worry. She was too spunked to speak. Too stunned to spunk?
No, sure. I love how you were originally doing. Too speaked to spunk.
Yes, 100%.
Now, okay. Yeah. Potentially hot take. I don't think that the show will suffer too much without Collins. I think certain people are like, oh my God, this is devastating. I'm not devastated.
I'm not either, and I feel bad for saying it because, like, she was the only Black doctor on season, besides, like, Ellis, but, like, Ellis doesn't show up until kind of the later half of the show.
They never overlap.
Yeah, and so like I'm like, I feel bad being like she felt unnecessary.
I think her
But
plots were very important, but I don't feel
yeah,
like a major character was lost because we have so many other characters.
right. Like I feel like we can appreciate what the
Yes.
plots that she had and what she did, and also not really miss her, because I don't think I'm
Mhm.
going to miss her.
Have
Yeah.
they said how they're writing her out of the show? Is it just that?
No, we have
So
no
we're gonna
idea.
find out. Yeah, I really hope they would do a little more than just a throwaway line where they're like, "Oh,
She's got a flat tire today. Whoops.
yeah,
She's home with the baby."
Yeah.
I mean,
oh,
maybe, you know, maybe
Yeah.
they'll say she's on maternity leave or something. That would be great.
because she just had a miscarriage, and
Mhm.
season 2 takes place what 8 months afterwards?
10.
Oh, 10. Okay, so it's
Well, you
very
can have
possible.
a baby in that time.
It's very possible she could have like a fresh born newborn,
A freshborn.
fresh from the oven.
A freshborn.
That one is still steaming.
All my hymen havers know what I'm talking about.
I'm just thinking.
No, I
No,
don't.
I'm thinking. I'm sorry that my brain did this, but inside your body is 98 degrees, roughly.
Uh-huh.
And the baby comes out into a room that's probably 68, 70 degrees room temp.
Yeah.
That baby's not steaming. Like, I guess it's not enough of a difference.
Do you start steaming when you walk into a room?
I guess it would actually be the opposite, right? It would have to be cold going into warm?
Yeah.
No.
I think it happens both ways, because like think about a plate of fajitas.
Breathing in cold air.
I was gonna say, like, the only one of us who actively wears glasses. That happens to me every time I walk in between cold and hot rooms. My glasses will fog up.
Anyway, we need more steaming babies. That's what I think.
Fresh from the oven, from the hymen.
Tell me you don't know how.
Yeah, I'm like,
female
I'm pretty
anatomy
sure
works
if there's a
without telling
baby,
me.
there's no longer a hymen.
Unless, well, yeah. Huh.
God, we're so fucking derailed.
You know
already.
what?
All right.
Ask Mary, mother of Jesus, and then get back to me.
Right. Virgin birth notwithstanding.
Well, you know what? He busted it coming out, didn't he? He had to have.
Are we saying that Jesus Christ started busting it the second he got out of there?
No.
Oh.
I am not being blasphemous. I'm saying he evicted himself and he took his mother's hymen with him.
I don't mean busting it like jorking it. I mean busting it like he started breakdancing.
Oh.
That is not what you meant, Robert. Do not lie.
That is 100% what I fucking meant.
It's so not. It can't be.
Look at that
He was a
grin. No,
ladies'
that
man
is
from the
not.
moment.
No.
The audience can hear when I lie. Audience, look, am I lying to you? Would I lie to you?
Yes, you absolutely would.
Audience, I would never lie to you. I would lie to Camille and Mal. I won't lie to you.
Oh my god. Okay, speaking of blasphemy, we did get an email.
Oh. What a transition. Okay.
So we got an email from Belle, and she wanted to give us some info on Judaism and the Shema. So I'm going to read it. It's a long email. Hi, Pit Crew. I wanted to start by saying I love the podcast. I've been listening since the beginning, and I always have such a wonderful time hearing your discussions. In the most recent episode, you mentioned being curious to know more about the Shema from someone with more background knowledge. I'm proudly an anti-Zionist Jew, so this is definitely in my wheelhouse. I apologize that this will be a long email. I am autistic and Jewish, and I have thought about this scene at least once a day since watching it, so this will be an info dump for the ages.
Hell yeah, we love an info dump.
Camille is totally correct that it is typical to recite the Shema with your right hand covering your eyes, and that it is arguably the most important Jewish prayer. It is the Shema that is written on the scrolls that we place on the door frames of our houses, which are called mezuzot. These scrolls are often beautifully decorated and have the Hebrew letter Shin on them.
Mm-hmm.
It is traditional to place 2 fingers on the mezuzah whenever you walk through the frame. The first part, Shema Israel Adonai Elonhainu Adonai Echad, is translated in my prayer book to mean, "Hear, O people of Israel," as in the Hebrew name for the Jewish people, not the nation state. Adonai, a name for God, is our God. Adonai is one. There is also a second part that is not in the Torah, but is almost always included after the first part that Robbie gets most of the way through. Baruch Shem Kavad Machuto Lolam Va'ed. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. Which is translated to Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. The second part is typically recited as a whisper, or at a whisper. Now, a few thoughts about why this is such an impactful choice. The Shema is one of the first prayers that children learn, so I absolutely buy that Robbie, in the midst of his breakdown, is retreating to some younger, instinctive place. Also, the Shema are supposed to be every Jew's last words before they die, if possible. This feels particularly impactful to me considering Robbie's later trip to the roof, where he was, in my opinion, at the very least, passively suicidal, given that stethoscope on the rail situation. Lastly, Robbie doesn't finish the prayer. He stops right before the final words, Lolam Va'ed, which mean forever and ever, or for all eternity. This, to me, speaks both to his implied lack of current belief in God, as well as what I think to be his suicidal ideation. Forever maybe doesn't feel so front of mind. Anyways, sorry to ramble so long. I hope this is a bit helpful. Can't wait to hear more from the podcast. Best, Belle. And then she added a postscript that says, just a quick note about language, read Jewish religious texts. This is not at all intended as a criticism, simply as information for future reference. In general, it is considered incorrect or potentially disrespectful to refer to the Torah and the Old Testament as being the same or shared texts. The Christian Old Testament has different translations and some rearrangements. There are also significant theological differences. Additionally, the Torah is only the first 5 books of Moses: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The text that is the closest to the Old Testament would be more correctly called the Tanakh, or the Hebrew Bible, which includes prophets and writings. Thank you for critiquing me and warning me of my potential disrespect in a way that did not make me want to cry. I appreciate it. I never want to hurt or be disrespectful, so I appreciate the way that was said. Very, very informative. I think when we got that email, I texted you guys and I was like, oh my God, this email. Because it was great. I saw it and I was like, hell yes. I knew somebody would come through. So thank you, Belle. That was great. I really appreciated that. Any thoughts on that? I guess I didn't grow up with many Jewish people in my life. I knew quite a few Jewish people, but I wasn't good friends with anyone who was Jewish. I still am not. It's just, I think I probably have more Muslim friends than I have Jewish friends.
I grew up in an area that felt so very Christian, very white evangelical very. Christian.
Right.
And so I didn't even really know that other religions existed until I learned about them in school.
I loved that info dump. That was incredible.
Yes, I mean, thank you. I
also loved the theories. I think I gasped out loud when she brought up him leaving out parts and his suicidal ideation. I was like, oh my God. Because with that context, that's crazy. Yeah.
My thing with this, having that extra context as to why Robbie's reciting this prayer really is an extra, it just adds so much more weight to the scene where we see, Whitaker walking in on him in that state. He was really he was gone at that point.
Mm.
And Whitaker brought him back? Fuck.
Yeah.
Whitaker.
Whitaker, the fucking the Victorian orphan who's 100 pounds wet. Yeah, that guy.
With an iron deficiency. Oh, Lord. What do you guys, is there anything that you were shocked to see represented this season? Or anything that you wish they had represented that you're hoping they will in season 2?
My big thing that I don't think they touch on at all. They're going to kind of touch on it with the Medicare cuts and whatever in season 2, apparently. What I'd like to see them cover at all is, hey, I'm a patient you saved. However, too much money. I cannot pay. What do I do?
Or denying medical treatment due to...
Yeah.
Not having
because if I were in the ER and they were like, we need to do this, this, and this, I'd be like, whoa, 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 hold on. Can we just do what's absolutely necessary? Stick a Band-Aid on my gaping, sucking chest wound and let me go,
Medical expenses. Studies have indicated that a significant majority of bankruptcies, over 60%, are directly caused by medical bills and related income loss. So yeah, that's something I'd love to see them tackle. Other than that, I think they did pretty well covering like here's the prejudice that black people face with some diseases because it affects them in particular, and how that's like used with and how that's like abused with racism as an excuse to like, target them. And hey, here is a huge problem where elder citizens get abandoned frequently because it's getting too difficult to take care of them. And hey, here's a scenario where sometimes no matter how much you try and like look after your kids, one of them might accidentally, get in the pool and drown. And there's a whole lot of things that get covered like over a wide range where I'm like, okay, I think they got like the big beats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they hit on a lot of things, especially like specifically being in the ER. Like, you're going to see a lot of different things, but it's also different than like if you are a doctor who practices like outside the hospital or whatever. So I don't know. Like, I don't even know what I would be looking for like that they didn't cover, because everything that happened is kind of like, yeah, okay, that seems like something that would happen in the ER. You know what I'm saying?
Especially because we're living in a country where our current administration is like hinting at potentially wanting hospital staff to be checking immigration documents before treating patients in an emergency setting.
Who has time for that? Truly and honestly.
Yeah, that guy's bleeding out, but first I got to make sure he was born here.
I can't read it. There's too much blood on this paper.
Yeah.
Sir, that's on you. I can't. Like, what?
We're also recording this like the day after the Senate has come to an agreement to lift the shutdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 40 plus days of government employees not getting paid or furloughed
for nothing.
For nothing.
The promise of a vote, which Mike Johnson is saying, no, that's not going to happen. And I'm like,
fuck.
Stop electing elderly people to run the country.
I can't wait for my insurance premiums to triple. Lamau.
I will say,
life is a nightmare.
As a federal employee, I was looking over like the benefits changes for next year. And I had this moment of being like, oh my God, I forget that we hate women and like gay people out loud now. I was looking at the changes and just being like, oh, that's right.
Right.
We hate them out loud now. My bad.
I thought we had moved away from that. That's my fault, everyone.
I don't know if this is typical or not. I don't know if there's a way for me to find this, but like to get a vasectomy would be covered, but to reverse a vasectomy is now not covered under insurance, which is like, you hate women and everyone, anything that could possibly affect women. That's insane. Like, no, let's continue to prevent access to birth control by telling people, sure, you can get a vasectomy, but you can't undo it without paying out the ass. Do you guys have favorite moments from season 1?
Favorite moment for me would probably have to be Langdon going to the break room and talking to Mel and being like, hey, you're my favorite. There's a dude with 1 billion pieces of gravel in his leg. That's for you.
Yeah, that's a great one. I also think the moment at the end with Mel and Becca, like, it's just so lovely to see just how much comfort and joy like she finds in her sister. Like, she doesn't see it as like another thing to take care of. Like, she is truly happy to hang out with her sister, and it is not too late for us King sisters to go out and get a bite to eat. I love them. That's one of my favorite things that happens.
Yeah. I also want to point out that Tal Anderson posted a photo with Fiona Dourif for her birthday, and I was like, hold on, this is season 2 Fiona Dourif on set. So Tal has been on set for season 2.
Yes.
So I think we will be seeing some Becca for season 2. Not sure in which capacity, though. Yeah. So that's exciting.
I don't think you can have Mel without having Becca show up again.
Yeah, they're twins. I wonder if they'll actually talk about that in season 2 or if that's something they let go. The fact that the two of them are twins.
Yeah, I don't know.
We are going to take a quiz that was created by a listener. I think it was like, what Yowie ship are you from the Pit? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yuri is...
Yuri?
women,
oh, my bad.
I think.
Yowie? Who the fuck wants to see 2 men kiss?
Yuri. I don't know. I don't even know that word. I'd never seen that word before.
You need to read more fan fiction.
I'm too online.
I really don't want to. It makes me anxious.
Fan fiction makes you anxious?
Yeah. I get secondhand embarrassment.
Oh. Why? Because it's cringe?
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow.
I aged out. When you turn 30, you'll understand.
I'm
kidding. One of my favorite books began
happening.
as fanfic. I can't.
I really honestly... Okay.
Well, first of all, I do want to say we're going to take this quiz, then we have another email that's very interesting with some linked articles that I'm going to take a look at.
All right, so I'm putting
Okay.
my whole name, and I never do that in the enter your name section. Not like the government name, but just Mal. But
whoa,
that is my government name is actually just Mal. Fun fact.
Our government name is Malpractice Adhesive Popcorn. Okay, so if you're like me and you don't know what that means, basically it's a lesbian. Why did I just stutter?
Wallowa. Women loving women.
Yeah.
Okay, so first question.
Pick a hospital department. Robert wants to be incognito.
Okay, so Robert's going to share none of their answers, then that's fine.
No.
So the options: ER, ICU, cardiology, pediatrics, surgery, psychiatry, radiology, waiting room. I'm going pediatrics.
Waiting room. But really, would you be able to work in the hospital? Answers are yes, maybe you already do. If so, good job. Maybe, just not ER. No, just not my thing. Or I'd rather die.
I'm putting not my thing. No.
I'd rather die.
Valid.
Rip.
Robert, you're really not going to share any of your answers?
Fine. Holy fuck.
I want my friends to participate in the fun with me.
Pick a hospital department. I'm going to go into psychiatry. I want to make people worse. But really, would you be able to work in a hospital? I'd rather die. And then pick another medical-ish show. I have mentioned House a couple of times, so I'm picking House.
I'm picking Scrubs.
Scrubs is also good. Scrubs is getting a reboot. I don't know if you guys know that.
I didn't know that. Wow. Okay. I never actually finished Scrubs.
Came up randomly on my TikTok feed. It's just like, yeah, we're shooting a Scrubs reboot. And I'm like, fuck yeah, cool.
Incredible.
Well, then I'll just go out of left field and say Grey's Anatomy.
Okay. Other options are ER, Chicago Med, Nurse Jackie, or MASH.
All right. Question 4 out of 11. Pick another Yuri that I like. You got Lumidi, which is Luz and Amity from the Owl House. You got Gelfi, which is Alphaba and it's Wicked. Korasami, you have Mitsuya.
I think we can skip all these answers.
Damn, homophobia.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, we have options from the
Camille
Owl
was
House.
Like, I don't want to hear about these fucking gays.
It's just a lot of words. Okay, we have options from The Legend of Korra, The Owl House, Smosh, Yellow Jackets.
Is a wild fucking pull. I don't know who these two are, but like, good for them.
I think that's the one lady who went viral for saying, "Are you kidding?"
Oh yeah.
Good. And then she's them. Like, "Yeah."
I know for a fact Supercore being here is a fucking like shot to the heart. Supergirl teases the fuck out of a WLW relationship that never happens. R.I.P.
Oh, yikes. Really? I gotta say, making me choose between Korasami and Gelfi is homophobic.
I'm gonna be very toxic and I'm gonna go Azutara, aka Azula and Katara.
Honestly, it would slap.
Oh my god, these are foreign words to me. Listening to you guys speak right now, I'm like, what? Oh my god.
Camille,
listen.
I'm going Gelfi.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say this because then people will probably find my fan fiction. So never mind. You don't get to know what I shipped during the pandemic.
Say it out loud. Do it.
No.
Say it out loud.
Speak your truth.
I will not.
I know what you are.
Oh Lord. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna read this next question, and then we're only going to read the lyrics that we pick because it's a lot of words again. Yeah. Okay.
So this next one, I'm picking Gelfi. By the way, the theater kid in me has to pick Gelfi.
Okay. Pick lyrics from songs that will probably end up in my top 10 by the end of the year.
I am picking I Hope You Can Stand It All, because what I'm out here doing, you didn't preach at all, from I Lied to You by Miles Catton.
I feel like I have to go with the Sabrina Carpenter one, even though it's a dick joke, because the Greek mythology reference gets me. It's from Sabrina Carpenter's When Did You Get Hot? Congratulations on your new improvement, but bet your light rod's bigger than Zeus's.
And I'm gonna go with
Incredible work, Miss Carpenter.
Chapel Roan's The Subway. Meiji the villain, evil for just moving on. I see your shadow. I see it even with the lights off. That's probably gonna be in my Wrapped this year.
That's fair. Pick a character from the pit out of the main cast, and it's, everyone you would expect. I don't know if I want to pick Mel or Santos.
I don't know if I want to pick. Damn, who do I want to pick? Fuck.
It is interesting that I refer to Mel as Mel pretty much exclusively and Santos pretty much exclusively as Santos. Like, why does one get first named, one gets last named?
Because one of them told everyone to call her Mel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Because I'm like, if I was calling her King, that would feel weird. But then also, if I was like Trinity, who's Trinity?
Trinity Santos?
Yeah.
Damn.
I will say, as the pit details, I'm noticing that the images used in this slide, everybody is season 1 except for Javati. That's her season 2 outfit.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, her hair's different.
She's wearing purple. She's just a little girly girl. I did point that out once, by the way. The fact that random fact for you guys.
Presented by the pit details.
Yeah, the pit details.
Javati's the pit details stethoscope. Pointing out a detail?
Javati's stethoscope is this copper and brown stethoscope that is like the generic brand that everyone uses that I can't. Is it Littman, I think, is the brand, but it almost looks rose gold from a distance. And I pointed this out and I was like, that's so cute because she's like a girly girl. She's got like a pink scrunchie and like pink. She's wearing pink. She's just a girl, And I liked that in the wardrobe. And I had posted like, oh, she's got like a cutesy stethoscope too. And Shabana Aziz commented and she was like, yes, like you guys don't miss anything. This is amazing. This is exactly what we were going for. So, patting myself on the back.
I think I've decided I'm going to go with Mel.
I'm going to go with Javati.
I'm going McKay.
You were in the hospital. How do you act? I'm really torn between I'm not going anywhere. I'm sure my finger will just regrow on its own because, like, I do not go to the doctor. Or nearly dying, losing blood very rapidly. I'm so sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you. Because, like, if I did go to the doctor, that's how I would act. So, like...
I'm gonna be sitting in the waiting room, not causing any problems, but you do loudly sigh every now and then talk shit with other patients. Like, I've done that before.
That sounds like you to me. Very much
I was there halfway through, but then I got to the point where it's like, talk shit with other people. I'm literally the person that people will try to make eye contact with me to be like, ugh, this line is taking forever. And I'm like, they're working very hard. Like, that's me as a person, so I can't choose that one.
Two things can be true at the same time.
You are not the person to look for solidarity when it's at the expense of workers.
No. I just want to, okay, it's stuck for me. No, I'm going to go with a scraped knee, quote, I literally have 3 seconds left to live. Breath is getting fainter. I can already see Hannah Baker smiling at me.
Yeah. I think I'm going to actually have to go with, I'm so sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you.
Yeah. I can't. The Hannah Baker, I can't. To explain the joke to anyone who doesn't get it, it's 13 Reasons Why. Hannah Baker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Question 8, pick a fanfic tag, and it does not include Hurt Comfort. That's my favorite fanfic tag, because I handle things in a very normal and healthy way.
Pick a fanfic tag. Fuck. I'm gonna go with...
What is
Slow Burn? Slow Burn is my favorite.
Yeah.
I need like a 30
Is that chapter 5 seasons in a movie? Is that what that means? 5 plus 1?
I need like, yeah, maybe.
Oh, but the saying is 6 seasons in a movie, isn't it?
No, it's 5 plus 1 is like you do 5 things and then 1 thing. So it's like 5 times this character tried to ask out this character and 1 time they actually did.
Oh, right. I got it. I love fake dating.
I was going to say either fake dating or enemies/rivals to lovers. I'm going enemies to lovers.
See, okay, I'm between soulmates or friends to lovers.
You know what? Not to like hype on it, but I mean, enemies to lovers, fake dating is, the love hypothesis. I'm just saying. It is both of those things.
I do also enjoy a good enemies to lovers, but only when it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go soulmates AU, because like the idea that someone is out there that's like meant for you is precious, and I love that.
Gun to your head, choose another DePitt ship.
I really love that Robbie and Abbott's ship name is Rabbit. That's fantastic.
I need to say, I don't ship this, but I keep getting it on my Tumblr feed. Huckle Robbie is a huge thing on Tumblr, I think.
Yuck!
Yes.
It would break him. Maybe that's the point.
I think that's the point.
I'm choosing Huckleberry just because.
I'm choosing Rabbit.
I'm going Giavotti and Mateo.
There's what? There's Rabbit, Rollins, Langdon, Mel, Mohabit.
Mohabit.
Ooh, I actually like that ship though, and that's rough sexy.
I know.
All right, we're choosing that one.
And then there's Huckleberry, Giavotti, and Mateo, and Pull the Trigger.
Pull the trigger, Piglet.
Honestly, I almost thought Pull the Trigger.
You guys ever see that comic, like meme comic of somebody gets prompted like, oh, can you draw Winnie the Pooh? It'd be so fun. And it's a thing where it's like Tigger's a zombie already killed and Pooh's bitten. And he's like crawling up to Piglet being like, hey, pull the trigger, Piglet.
Yes, I've seen that. But I've only seen the like ending Pull the Trigger Piglet meme. I didn't know what it was from.
Jesus
Somebody was prompted to like, hey, you draw so good. Can you please draw Winnie the Pooh? And I mean, yeah, you drew Winnie the Pooh, just slowly dying of zombie infection.
Incredible.
Number 10, pick a moment that made me exhale through my nose. We got the human Utah, icy hair. It looks like two old white guys poached our patient. Patient tested positive for rats. Unless it's a mime, they can't scream. Every moment with doctors nosy from the night shift. There's a lot of gravel. Dr. Santos and Huckleberry playing rock, paper, scissors. I love how it's Dr. Santos and Huckleberry.
Dr. Santos and Huckleberry scissoring.
Chadwick Harrison, Ashcott III, a douchebag name for a douchebag guy, but it's going to take a couple more hours to get caught up on every patient. Are you feeling okay? I'm going for, it looks like two old white guys poached our patient.
I'm going for icy hair.
Me too. Icy hair, brilliant.
Incredibly
brilliant.
Question 1111 Landon. You can rant about PITT Yuri here. I will read everything.
Guys, we're answering question 11 out of 11 on 1111.
Whoa!
Oh!
You can rant about PITT Yuri here. I need more Santos Garcia.
Oh, no.
Garcia fanfic.
Oh, no.
Where Santos isn't struggling financially or mentally.
I don't like my answer. I mean, I'm sure it's right, but oh no.
All right, I got my result. Who else has a result?
I'm still writing on my question 11.
Are you writing a fucking essay?
Yeah, I'm writing a Santos Garcia fanfiction.
Oh, you're writing out the fanfic right now. You're getting to the part where like Santos is taking out Garcia's shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Her scrub top.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Scrub top. I think they call that Garcia.
Great joke.
Oh my god.
10 out of 10.
Yes. Okay, Robert, what's your answer?
Mine is Mo Walsh, which is Mohan and Walsh.
There's definitely bullying there. Okay.
Yeah.
Mal?
I got Mira Mel, which is Samira and Mel.
Okay,
cute, yeah.
I honestly, I dig it.
You guys are gonna love mine.
You
ready?
Let's go.
Oh, no.
It's Crash Dose.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh my god.
Honestly, good for them.
Giovanni and Santos, which is like absolutely one that I would hate.
All the girlies should get girlfriends in season 2. That's my hot take.
Oh my god. All right, now
Incredible work.
we have an email from Libby.
Yay!
Libby.
The library application?
No. By the way, I've been trying to use Libby. They don't have what I want, like, ever. My library, like, doesn't have audiobooks. Like, they barely, and I'm like, this is one of the wealthiest counties in the US. What the fuck's going on? Anyway. So we got an email from Libby. She follows us on Instagram. She also was the person who left the review who was like, I wish that this show had a medical professional chiming in, and we were like, that's where you come in. So she did. She sent us an email. She sent some really interesting stuff that I did not know about. Like, I did not hear about this stuff at all in the news.
We love interesting stuff.
She said, first of all, thank you guys so much. Yep, I read that right. My bad. First of all, thank you guys so much for covering the show and for the awesome research you're doing into the details and the medical jargon. I've been an ICU nurse for 17 years, and while I've never worked ER, I'm familiar with a lot of the diagnoses and procedures performed in the show. Y'all have done a really good job at explaining many high-level medical concepts, but there's a couple topics I wanted to give clarification on. The CO2 detector. You are correct that we want to see a CO2 detector turn from purple to gold after intubation to signal that CO2 Jesus to signal that CO2 is being detected and being exhaled. But the importance of that is not indicative of lung function. The reason it's important is because the esophagus runs right next to the trachea, and if the tube goes in the esophagus, you're not helping the patient breathe and providing oxygen to the lungs like they need. If this is the case, the CO2 detector would stay purple because there's no CO2 coming from the stomach and the esophagus. 2. You can absolutely have your arm chopped off by a helicopter.
Amazing. Thank you.
While the main rotor of a helicopter is above our heads, the blades can flex somewhat. Even more dangerous is the tail rotor of a helicopter. I worked as a flight nurse for a couple of years, and our training was very specific in how you approach, leave, and move around a helicopter, always off the nose. We were trained to never walk back past the main body of the helicopter so as to never accidentally have a habit of being near the tail rotor. I realize that you're covering these episodes later, so I'm not sure you realize the timeliness of what was going on in the healthcare world when these episodes dropped. On February 18th, a nurse in Florida was severely beaten by a patient. On February 22nd, a gunman entered UPMC Memorial Hospital in Pennsylvania and went to the ICU. The same day that happened, at her local hospital, an emotionally distraught visitor took his anger out on their ICU doors, somehow breaking them to where they wouldn't open and close, so the solution was to leave them wide open, and it took a week for them to be repaired. She also noted that, you have to have a badge to go in and out of those doors, so for them to just be left wide open for over a week is insane. And she said, with all that going on in the world, that left us feeling pretty vulnerable. On February 27th, the 3 p.m. episode aired and ended with Dana being assaulted by Doug Driscoll. It finally felt like the epidemic of violence against healthcare workers would be realized outside of the healthcare world. Thank you for discussing it and for shedding light on this huge issue. We deserve to be safe at work.
Yeah.
She also said, I swear more popped in my head while I was listening, but I can't remember now. However, I wanted to send this email before I start work and completely forget, so this is my placeholder and write to return if I remember what it was. Thank you for making the show and for sensitively covering some really heavy subjects. If you ever need to consult an ICU nurse, I'm happy to help answer questions or make sense of weird abbreviations. Sometimes I forget that we speak another language. Keep up the great work. She also included a video that from YouTube that's use of the bougie. And then she sent another email, a follow-up, a couple more episodes that popped into her head watching 7 p.m. 12 o'clock is off the nose of the helicopter, and she said, and thank God a flight crew member brought the blood to Javati and Whitaker because you never want an untrained person approaching a helicopter, especially while the tubes are spinning. She said a bougie is a very helpful tool for placing an airway. When I worked in EMS, our protocol was to have a bougie available during any intubation in case you weren't able to directly visualize the vocal cords during a laryngoscopy, where they insert the tool with the handle/lighted blade into the mouth, or if the airway is narrowed, making it difficult to get a tube through from trauma or swelling. The bougie can be inserted in place of the endotracheal tube or loaded through the tube, as we saw on the show. We were taught that you can feel that you're in the trachea because the bent end of the bougie will click along the rings of the trachea. If you don't feel that, you may be in the esophagus. Honestly, we don't see it used much in the hospital anymore other than as a placeholder in event of exchanging an ET tube because we have fancy video laryngoscopes. I've recently seen a journal article shared about a case study where someone used an IO to drain a subdural hematoma from someone's brain just like in the show. And upon further Googling, it looks like there were case reports going back a couple of years of successful head drilling. Maybe Mohan saw one of those. And then she said she was heading into her other job now as a nursing instructor, which I can't imagine working full-time as a fucking ICU nurse and then also working as a nursing instructor. That's crazy. You're insane. And the world is better for having you. Thank you, Libby.
You're an icon and a star, and I am in awe. I come home for my one job and I'm like, well, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, no. So I looked up the shooting in Pennsylvania It says anguish and anger at the very recent loss of a loved one apparently spurred on the man who would target the intensive care unit at a Pennsylvania hospital Saturday morning. One officer was killed, and at least 5 others were shot in the hostage situation that unfolded at a hospital in York County. The suspect, Diogenes Archangel. Oh my god, why did I say it like that? Archangel Ortiz entered UPMC Memorial in West Manchester Township with a semi-automatic handgun and zip ties at around 10:30 in the morning. He then went to the ICU and took several hospital staff hostage. Ortiz shot a hospital doctor, nurse, and custodian, all of whom are now stable. 3 police officers were shot during the incident and 1 died. Archangel Ortiz was upset over what he perceived was a lack of care for a family member who had just been in the hospital's ICU. That family member was terminal, something Archangel Ortiz had difficulty accepting. The family member had died within the last week. When he entered the hospital Saturday, he headed for the ICU, where there was a small medical team, including 1 doctor who had treated his family member. He's believed to have acted alone. Wow, that's insane.
That's really insane.
I didn't hear about that.
Neither did I.
Isn't that a plot on Grey's Anatomy? Isn't that a thing that happens? Some guy whose wife dies comes in and...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the episode where they have the what you say moment, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember when that song was used in every... Do you remember that SNL skit?
Yeah, I do.
Where they all just start shooting each other?
Skit? I was just thinking about that SNL skit yesterday. Yes, that SNL skit is incredible.
I do want to point out, by the way, if you're familiar with that song because of Jason Derulo, please look up the original song, which is an Imogen Heap song. It's wonderful. Hold on, let me find the name of it. I swear, so many very mainstream artists by Imogen Heap. So many mainstream artists actually like cover her music or sample it, and like she is a genius, like actually. She's incredible. Watch her like tiny desk performance. She like created gloves that she can control music and like reverb and stuff with. It's incredible. Cool. But yeah, Ariana Grande just recently did a song of hers too, but she like changed it a lot, like the lyrics of it, because the original song is very much like, oh, you're a stalker. You're stalking someone.
Wild.
And of course, I can't remember the name of the song right now. Oh, by the way, Caroline is the one who created the quiz that we took. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you, Caroline. I really liked your quiz.
You liked it because it was gay, about women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Me? I'm actually that meme of that guy who's standing in front of a white background and he's pointing himself like, me? That's me.
Somebody made a meme about that in reference to when Dana calls over Whitaker to help with like the Kraken, because Whitaker like,
me?
It's like, yeah, you're a doctor. Technically, not yet.
A couple I'm looking through our comments and I want to just give a couple quick shout outs. Landon, congratulations on getting into PA school. That's wonderful.
Yay! We're proud of you.
Georgie commented on a recent episode to say she asked one of the trauma doctors that she works with, and while he hasn't heard the phrase nipples to navel, he agreed that it's mostly due to the high density of vital organs and the constant change depending on breath, making it insanely hard to diagnose a bleed location without imaging.
I see.
Confirmed, yes, Robert is bi.
That was a funny thing to get, where it's like, wow, do people assume I'm straight? I keep mentioning my boyfriend all the time.
I think people think you're gay. Is what it is.
Yeah, did you mention liking women or something?
Oh, I like everyone, my guy. I don't care what's in your pants. I don't care how many people you've killed. I don't care. I do care if you enjoy eating the fillet of fish from McDonald's, because I think that's the worst thing humans could possibly consume.
Listen, I have been very low before, and a fillet of fish has hit the spot.
What is it with all the white people I know eating fucking fillet of fishes?
I don't eat them. I have braces.
Good, you're one of the good ones.
Oh. Camille just got braces, though, so what were you doing before?
You know what's nice about those crispy chicken sandwiches from McDonald's? What makes them so good is the lettuce and the mayo with it. It's the whole thing. It's not just
Sure.
Oh, Sarah commented, she's the daughter of 2 public school ESL teachers, which is English as a second language, and she's confirming that translation, this is very early on, translation is for text and interpreting is for live speaking.
Great.
A couple other comments from Georgie. These are older comments, so I'm sorry I missed these. I know, let's see. She says, hello from your local ER nurse here. Some benzos can be given intranasally as well as in the muscle, like a steroid shot. So the cap not coming off is actually one of the things you're taught as nurses. You should be able to spin the top of the cap and easily get it off one-handed. And the purple residue is most likely from Dermabond, i.e. skin glue. She also said Santos wouldn't be the one to blame fully for the BiPAP. It would have fallen on the nurse and RT, which is the respiratory therapist, for not stopping the line. There was no singular wrong person, even though there is one Majora person in error. The nurse questioned it. You could see it on his face, but he didn't go higher with the problem. The screw-ups like this don't truly get more than just a slap on the wrist, regardless of the year that they're in, which is interesting. I mean, I guess working in medicine, the little screw-ups mean someone might have accidentally died.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Whew, that's a lot to live with.
Oh, Georgie, she's provided so much. She's giving us insight for an ER charge nurse. They don't actually do too much with patient care like you see on the floor. They don't take an assignment because they're truly dealing with the endless fires going on. They work with unit flow, constantly changing acuities and assignments, and the role Dana plays is perfect. They fight for us and with us, help us manage the doctors and care flow, and they love Dana for how good she did at her job.
Ugh, my icon,
yeah.
Dana.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we've addressed most of everything.
Thank you all for reaching out, leaving comments, sending emails.
We hit 10,000 streams this week.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is my fastest growing project that I've been a part of.
Yeah.
Honestly, me too.
We are working hard on getting some interviews set up, things like that. So we will have some more stuff coming for you.
We're also listening to suggestions. A couple of you are like, oh, review, maybe talk about pilots of other hospital shows, do meme reviews. I suggested at some point we talk about Elf for Christmas. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
My God, yes. Bonus content. But yeah, I mean, if that's all, then so long, fellow losers. The Pit Crew podcast is created and produced by us, Robert, Mal, and Camille. It's edited by Robert. You can find us on TikTok, Threads, and Instagram at Pit Crew Podcast. If you'd like to support our other projects, our socials are linked in the show notes. Our art is by Rand Pacoca. He can be found on Instagram at Rand Pacoca. All patient questions and concerns can be emailed to pitcrewpodcast@gmail.com. And this isn't a Taco Bell, but we do appreciate a 5-star rating and a review wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to schedule a follow-up appointment with a nurse before you go. See you next time.